Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is a yarn chat. I'm not sure what number it is. Let's see here. So let's start with what I bought at Walmart. Our Walmart, I successfully avoided the clearance stuff because I knew they were putting $1 on clearance. I actually, to be fair and honest with y'all, like maybe a week ago, a couple days after the Hirschner sale, I did buy 2 mandala cakes, and they were like $2. But then I quickly left, and I was avoiding Walmart for quite a while because I didn't want to get suckered into buying all those mandala cakes that were like $1 and $2 each. So I went to Walmart yesterday because I had to get a shower head for the kids' bathroom. Oh, here, I'll show you this bag I've been carrying around. I got this at TJ Maxx. It's been my whip bag. So anyway, I went there and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna see what's going in the Walmart. Flynn, I got a hot mess over here, so you gotta be very careful. Okay, let me scoot that back for you. So they completely sold out of all the clearance mandalas. Thank goodness. I didn't have to buy any. The Ferris wheels, which I did send 4 in my last giveaway. They were $3.47, and they still had those. But otherwise, all the older mandala cakes and you know the ones, like Wizard and Gnome and all that, they were all cleared out. The shelf was empty. Now they did have the Wool Ease ones, or the mandala wool ones. Was that what they calling them, Wool Ease? They did have those, and those were on the end camp, and those were regular price. I want to say my Walmart has them at $5.88. And they did have all the new mandala cakes, the ombres and the comfy cotton, and they still had those for $5.88. But what they did have that I had not seen at my Walmart before, so I had to buy one, is they had Premier Puzzle. So I bought one of these. This is a bulky 5, and it's 100% acrylic, 328 yards. This kind of reminds me of something that I got at Michael's. I want to say it was like called Copenhagen, and I made my big granny shrug with it. So I bought one of these. This rang out $5.47. They had this teal one. Then they had like a pink variegated, and I want to say like a greener one. So they really only had like 2 of each of these, so there wasn't a lot. So I did buy one of these. I have no plans for what to make with it. I might just throw it in a swap, because I'm hoping to do a swap with someone soon. I missed out on Mama Llama Kayla's summer one, so I'm just hoping. The other thing I bought, because I thought it was really awesome colors, turns out this is a Super Saver pooling. I've never done any planned pooling, so I thought just in case, I'll keep this on hand if I want to try a planned pooling. And that was all I bought. Can you believe that, y'all? The other thing they had, which I wish I would have bought, was Red Heart Hello Gorgeous. They had 3 or 4 different colorways, but I'm going to be honest, I touched it, and it was not pleasant. And I thought, well, I haven't seen this before. I think I want to do a yarn review on it. And I'm like, but it doesn't feel good. And after I do a yarn review with it, what am I going to do with it? After I said that I felt like it's scratchy. But I left it there. I didn't buy any of it. And so if you are interested in hearing any information about Red Heart's Hello Gorgeous, I just saw this morning that Bag O'Day, Crystal, did a review on it. So she already beat me to it. I think she must have like the best Walmart, because my Walmart, I mean, I swear, how long did I have to wait for those mandala ombres to come? Man. So I bought those 2 yarns. Like I said, I'm gonna use that one in a swap, and then, if I ever have a feeling that I want to try some pooling, I've got that one. Now, if you're in my Facebook group, Summer's Tips and Stitches, now remember, it's not a Facebook account like a friend page. It's in the group section. You see, this weekend I worked on dyeing yarn. So the first one I'm going to show you, I took notes. This is the Wool of the Andes Super Wash Worsted, and I made a big pan of these, and I used purple and It says I used aqua, which means I used the blue. It's like a navy blue, like a dark blue. And I made 3 of them because I wanted to be able to, I wrote on these labels, if you see what I did with them, because I ordered all these yarns off of Knit Picks. And right now, friends, I went on to the Knit Picks catalog website page, and they do have these on sale, and they do have the bulk ones on sale. So that means if you want to go and buy, and I think the bulk is 20 skeins, and depending on the size, and whether you get superwash or regular wool or whatnot, or DK or bulky or worsted, they're anywhere from like $89 to $120 for 20 of them, and then you can dye them yourself. So if you're interested in dyeing bare yarn, Knit Picks has really reasonably priced, and they do have superwash. This one here is superwash worsted, and I did 3 of them. These are the other ones I did, and I will show you. These were all in the same pan, and these are what they came out as. You can see there's some purples, some light blues. I really wish you could see how bright. They look kind of dark in there. So I made these. As you can see, I'm still not mastering the hanking. My husband thinks these are so gorgeous. He's like, honey, go buy, 50 of them. He's like, I'll set you up an Etsy account. We can sell these, but man, I just can't figure out how to hank them nicer. Hanking is not my thing. They look all sloppy. But anyway, I have 2 of these, and you guys, you want to see what happened to the 3rd? Eeks, look at that. I don't even know where to begin to get this nice. I even offered to pay Han to untangle it, because I just don't have the patience for this. I just keep going, I just get faster and more frustrated. I just don't even know where to begin. So this is the 3rd hank. Maybe if I did have an Etsy shop, I would sell it for $5, just for somebody who wants to untwist it, because quite frankly, I don't have the patience for it. I just don't have the patience. That's not in my repertoire to unmat this. Okay, so I did 3 of these, and I love them. Now I'm going to show you the other one I did, which, man, I was so happy about this one too. Now this one, I did a different technique. For these first ones, if you saw in my video, I did them the same way. I had these big, I call them a French fry pan, but maybe broaster pans. It's a really big, long rectangle, and I lay it across because we have a flat top stove. And so it reaches from the top burner to the bottom burner, and I turn them on and they just boil away right there on the stove. Well, one of you guys, I don't remember the name of this video. I will try to look and put a link in the description below to the lady. She is a crock pot dyer. I don't think it's Chem Knits, because this just looked like a gal who was running her own show. Anyway, she showed me this really awesome technique where she puts them in a circle. So when you buy these from Knit Picks, they're all long circulars. They've already done them. And I want to say like 220 yards circles. And so then she laid it in the inside of the pan in a circle. So it actually kind of is like a spiral. So the end of it's in the middle, and then you wrap it around. Then, this is where she got crazy. Instead of taking the powder and just sprinkling the powder, she put the powder in a water mixture. I forgot the word that it is. It's not citric acid. There's an acid that she puts in a powder. But my husband said it's the same thing as using vinegar. I don't remember what she called it, but it's a powder. And she puts a little powder in there, and then she puts the powdered dye in there, about a teaspoon. I think I used half a teaspoon of dye. And then I use, and I'm sorry for the exactness of this, I use 2 soup ladles of water, hot water, that I put in. And I use these little jars that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I already had them because I used to paint glass. And so then I just stirred them up, and I had this like little liquid dye mixture. Now, this lady, she has syringes, some kind of medicine syringe. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I didn't have any of those, but I had these like little squeezy bottles that Flinny drinks milk out of. I got them at Hobby Lobby. They're like this big and they're blue. So I just dumped the color dye right into there. And oh, my sister's calling me. She's just going to have to wait. Anyway, I dumped the water into those little squeezy things. Now, this is where this lady does something awesome. Now, remember, your yarn is in a circle. It's in a round cooking pot, like what you'd make chili in. And she takes the liquid dye and she squirts it into shapes of pie. You know how you cut pie or pizza? And that's what I did. I did an aqua, a blue, or a teal. I did a greenish teal. I did a blue, and then I did 2 bigger purples. So that I cut mine like in fourths. And this is how it came up. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, my sister is persistent. She's calling again. Okay, so I really love this. Look at this. My daughter said it's Galaxy. I mean, this is just so wonderful. I was so happy when this came out because the next one I'm going to show you was a complete flop, and I was so disappointed after that. So this was the second one I dyed. In those 3 mixtures of purple and blue, that was the 3rd batch. Okay, now, and then like I said, on this, I put purple, teal, and aqua round pot. I wrote that. This is like the original ball band that came with the knit picks. And this is Merino style DK. So this is Merino yarn. Okay, let me pause this and bend down over here because this other one fell under my chair. Okay, so the last one, what I had wanted to do, and I saw this at a yarn shop in like Sheboygan area a couple years ago. It was hot pink with black speckles. And man, I so wish I would have bought it. But I didn't. I just looked at it and I was like, oh, you know how you are, hemming and hawing. What would I make with a hot pink yarn? So I put it down. And so this time I tried to imitate that. So if you're in my Facebook group and you saw that picture of that pink yarn in the big broaster pan with black speckles, you know, a little bit of black sprinkled in there, that was what I was trying to make. Well, when I took it out of the pan and started rinsing it, the whole bottom, the bottom layer of the yarn didn't get any color. So it was still white with barely a little bit of pink, and the top was pink with a little bit of, and can you believe this? The black didn't even come out black. It came out kind of like a bluish. And I was like, oh, I was so disappointed because it clearly looked like half of the yarn had not been dyed. So I stopped rinsing it. Oh, now she's texting me. So I stopped rinsing it. I put it back in the circle pot and I put in a whole bunch more of that fuchsia. And this is how the yarn came out. So this is fuchsia. As you can see, there are some little areas where there is like some, darkness where the black would be. There's one right there. And then there's some where the fuchsia really took and some where the fuchsia didn't. I'm guessing this would have been like as the white area. So when the first time around, when it didn't take any color, the second time around, it took a little bit. And then this is where it got more because it came around a second time. Yeah, so I am not like loving this one, but it's not, it's not horrible. The black just never, here, I'm gonna show you guys. The black just came out looking navy blue. So I was kind of disappointed. Next time, this is a lesson to y'all. If you see something you super duper like, and you're like, what am I gonna do with it? And you don't buy it, you're gonna regret it years later. So this is my sloppy hank of, I don't know, just some kind of like reddish fuchsias. It's red and fuchsia together. Now it's not bad. It's pretty, definitely. I mean, I'm very happy with how it came out, but I think I feel so bummed about it because I was really looking forward to having that hot pink with speckles. And I guess I just have to accept I cannot speckle yarn. Even though I watched that gal's tutorial, I have to do some better practicing. The speckling, any kind of speckling that I have had in there, it's just been like a happy coincidence. Like I think this is what I think it is, guys. I think it's when you're using the powdered dye, I think, as you know, like for instance, if you're making purple, it's red and blue mixed. I think it's red and blue, little flecks of those random colors come through. And so I think that's why you end up with like these little tiny flecks, but it's not like speckled yarn. It's like just random colored flecks. Anyway, I mean, they're not horrible, my yarns. They're beautiful colors. I just really wish I would have gotten that hot pink. Now, that is all I've dyed. I do have a set, I want to say, of 3 more, and this is the most expensive yarn I bought. Superwash Merino DK. And I have 3 more. And I'm going to do this method again, where I put it in the circular pot, and I take the liquid, I take the powder, and I put it in a liquid form, and then I make it into the pie. That is what I'm going to do. And then this hot, tangled up mess, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll see if I can still pay someone in my family to untangle it for me. Maybe my dad would do that. I don't know. Okay, so the final thing of this yarn chat, I'm going to show you this Bernat blanket that I've been making. It is huge. This is, okay, Maddie's going to pull it back a little bit, the camera. It's this, I don't even know, I keep trying to, like this wide, you know, and like I said, because it's the king size blanket, it just keeps coming and coming. And you guys, that's 8 skeins. See that? 8 skeins. So it's coming along. I've got 1 more skein up here. Isn't that funny? When I first started doing this, I'm going to show you what I stored it in. You might want to tell your brother to stop screaming. Can you do that real quick? Okay. I was storing it in here. But now, this bag is too small. Now I just put these extras in here. That's my 9th. So I need to get cracking. I have until winter, but it's just so hot. It's so heavy. And I mean, I think I sit on my couch and I crochet and I just keep pulling it along, pulling it along, pulling it along. And I mean, it's going. I would say I probably do a couple rows a night. And so I go through one of those things a week. But then I have taken a big break from it. My husband's so excited. Sometimes he just comes out here and holds it. So that's it for my yarn chat, folks. Whew. That is it for the yarn chat. Oh, and I can show you how far along I am on my faded shaded shawl from Lion Brand. This is coming along quite nicely. I really love it. This pattern is super pretty. And I finished 1 whole skein, and I've started into the second one. Yeah, so that's all I've been crocheting. Really, has been working on that in the evenings and working on the shawl. Maddie wants to quick pop in and say hi, and then I think I'm gonna wrap up this yarn chat. Here she is. Hi. So yeah, that's what we've got. Oh, I bought something else, another acquisition. I haven't showed everybody this, and I want to make sure Jane knows. I'm thankful. I bought a bag from Jane Wynn. I bought it off her website. This bag is huge, y'all. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but man alive, it's big. And it has like the drawstring. Let's see, it has the drawstring, but hers are like cords, nylon cords. And if you get real close, they're kittens wearing sweaters. I want to say it was less than 20. But man, isn't it huge? Wow. Pretty good size. Initially, my armor shawl was in that bag. Okay, well that's all I have for this video. Maddie, don't kick the camera thing. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for sharing my videos. Head on over to Summer's Tips and Stitches, the group. You'll have to go to your main page where it lists on the side, you know, different groups that you're in on Facebook, and I'm over there. And then you can see some of the pictures that I had from when I dyed this yarn. I posted them there. And then now that I made this video, I'm now going to post the pictures of the finished yarn over there too. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye and happy crafting.